Owning a Tesla is an experience unlike any other. From the moment you take delivery, you're stepping into a car that feels like it came from the future. The sleek design, massive touchscreen, autopilot features, and instant torque make it exciting, almost addictive. But as with all things new, the thrill can change over time. After about 6 months, many Tesla owners notice something surprising. They stop caring about certain aspects of the car that initially felt important. These are little things that seemed crucial during the first few weeks, but gradually fade into the background as owners settle into life with their electric vehicle. Today, we're going to go through 10 of the most common things Tesla owners stop worrying about after 6 months and why it happens. The first thing many owners stop obsessing over is charging anxiety. When you first get a Tesla, it's impossible not to think about battery percentage, range, and charging stations. You might obsess over keeping the battery at a certain level or planning trips around charging availability. However, after a few months, most owners realize that Tesla's charging network is extensive and range anxiety is largely unnecessary. The car's software accurately predicts range, warns you before it's too low, and navigation routes often include supercharger stops automatically. Once drivers understand their daily habits and know where charging points are, they stop worrying about every percentage point on the battery. The second thing owners often stop caring about is the quirks of the touchscreen interface. Tesla's large central display is both a selling point and a source of occasional frustration. In the first weeks, owners may fuss over how to access controls, adjust climate settings, or navigate the menus. Every update feels like a new challenge, and every bug can be irritating. But over time, most owners simply accept the interface as part of the car's personality. You learn shortcuts, ignore minor annoyances, and focus on the features you actually use. What seemed overwhelming at first becomes second nature, and suddenly, you stop caring about a slow loading app or a misbehaving setting. The third thing Tesla owners stop obsessing over is acceleration bragging. Initially, it's easy to become addicted to showing off the car's instant torque and quick 0-60 times. Friends, family, or even strangers may get a little demonstration of the car's power. But after a few months, most owners realize that constantly pushing the car's performance isn't necessary for daily driving. Tesla acceleration is fun, but normal driving rarely requires it. The thrill becomes less about proving the car can accelerate quickly and more about enjoying the smooth, effortless ride every day. Owners stop caring about whether someone else's car is faster, because they're already enjoying their experience. Fourth, many owners stop worrying about autopilot and self-driving features as a status symbol. Early on, having autopilot can feel like a futuristic bragging right, a badge of honor for tech enthusiasts. But after months of use, the novelty fades. Drivers come to understand its limitations, learning when to trust it and when to take over. Autopilot becomes a useful tool for convenience rather than something to show off. The car's ability to assist with highway driving, lane keeping, and adaptive cruise control becomes practical, and owners stop needing to tell everyone about it. They just use it when it makes sense. The fifth thing Tesla owners often stop caring about is minor cosmetic imperfections. New Teslas are meticulously built, yet it's not uncommon to notice small paint blemishes, alignment issues, or interior quirks during the first few weeks. Initially, these little things can feel like a big deal, but after 6 months, most owners simply accept that no car is perfect. They focus on the overall experience, performance, technology, and comfort, rather than tiny cosmetic flaws. In many cases, even minor imperfections fade from memory because the joy of driving the car outweighs any superficial concerns. Sixth, owners stop obsessing over charging speed for daily use. When new to electric vehicles, the temptation is to always use the fastest charger possible, even for short trips. It seems like every minute spent charging is a waste. Over time, Tesla owners learn that charging is rarely a daily emergency. For everyday commutes, slow home charging overnight is sufficient, and the car will be fully charged each morning. Superchargers are used primarily for long trips rather than daily top-ups. Once this understanding sets in, the anxiety over charging speed and efficiency becomes irrelevant. Seventh, many owners stop caring about range comparisons with other electric vehicles. Early on, there's a lot of attention paid to how far a Tesla can go versus competitors. Social media comparisons, forum discussions, and online reviews all fuel this obsession. But after using the car for a while, owners realize that practical range matters more than headline numbers. For most daily drivers, a Tesla's range is more than enough, and whether another EV can go a few miles farther becomes irrelevant. Practical experience replaces theoretical comparisons, and owners stop worrying about what others' cars can do. Tesla owners stop stressing over software updates. When a new update arrives, there's often excitement mixed with concerns: will it fix bugs, introduce new features, or break something? During the first months, every update can feel critical. But after a few cycles, owners learn to trust Teslas over the air updates. They stop micromanaging or fearing updates and simply install them when convenient. The process becomes routine, and the initial anxiety disappears, replaced by anticipation of useful improvements rather than fear of disruption. Many owners stop caring about manual controls that feel old-fashioned. Teslas replace traditional knobs and buttons with digital controls, which can feel unfamiliar at first. Adjusting volume, climate, or lights through the touchscreen may seem cumbersome initially, but over time, owners adapt, and the lack of physical controls no longer feels like a limitation. What seemed like a frustrating change becomes second nature, and owners stop wishing for the tactile experience of older cars. The car's design, once a point of debate, fades into the background as the focus shifts to daily usability. Finally, the 10th thing Tesla owners stop worrying about is public perception or judgment. Early in ownership, there can be a desire to show off the car's features, name recognition, or environmental credentials. Friends, family, and social media may all influence how the car is perceived. But after 6 months, most owners stop caring about what others think. The car becomes a tool for personal convenience, efficiency, and enjoyment, rather than a status symbol. Owners focus on their experience, rather than the opinions of others, enjoying the benefits of electric driving without external validation. Taken together, these 10 things reveal a pattern. The novelty of owning a Tesla is initially overwhelming, causing attention to focus on small details, perceived imperfections, or bragging rights. As drivers become familiar with the car, priorities shift to practicality, comfort, and efficiency. Features that once seemed critical are re-evaluated in the context of everyday use, and many concerns simply fade. This evolution is a normal part of adapting to new technology, and it highlights how user experience evolves over time. Tesla ownership becomes less about image or obsession, and more about seamless integration into daily life. Tesla's approach to innovation also contributes to this shift. Over-the-air updates, regenerative braking, autopilot improvements, and battery optimization mean that the car evolves with the owner. Concerns that seemed valid at delivery may no longer exist after updates improve functionality or efficiency. The ability of Tesla vehicles to improve over time reduces the need to micromanage or worry about small issues, making ownership feel effortless after the initial learning curve. What initially feels futuristic and overwhelming becomes just another part of modern driving. By 6 months, Tesla owners typically develop a rhythm. Daily charging, autopilot use, regenerative braking, and touchscreen navigation become second nature. Minor issues that once caused frustration fade in importance. Range anxiety disappears as the car reliably meets daily needs. Acceleration becomes background thrill rather than a performance contest. Owners stop comparing their vehicle with competitors because the experience itself is satisfying. Tesla ownership transitions from novelty to normalized enjoyment, reflecting the success of the brand's design philosophy and technological foresight. Understanding these patterns can help prospective buyers set realistic expectations and embrace the transformative experience of driving a Tesla without being distracted by minor concerns that naturally fade over time. It's a testament to how advanced technology, thoughtful design, and human adaptability combine to create an ownership experience that becomes effortless, enjoyable, and ultimately liberating.